For centuries, people have whispered about my beauty. Some talk about my eyes, others about my voice. But let me tell you the truth. Beauty doesn't just come from birth. It is created, nurtured, and preserved. What were the secrets that made me so unforgettable? I, Cleopatra. Today I will reveal the secrets behind my beauty. Because my power didn't start on the throne, it started in the mirror. People create legends about my beauty. Some say the gods created me specially. Others claim I used magic. But the truth is much simpler and much more complex. I was a scientist. Beauty was my laboratory. How does a queen's beauty become a political weapon? I didn't just stay beautiful. I used beauty strategically. My mornings always began at the Nile River. When I entered the water, I wasn't just bathing. I was renewing myself. The Nile's sacred waters cleansed my skin and purified my soul. But the real magic started afterward. When I emerged from my bath, I covered my body with a mixture of milk and honey. This wasn't just legend. It was science. Milk softened the skin. Honey preserved youth. What modern people call anti-aging was my daily routine. Have you heard the milk bath stories? Yes, they're real. But not just donkey milk. I also used goat milk, cow milk, even camel milk. Each had different benefits. Donkey milk was the softest, while goat milk actually tightened the skin. I added special mixtures to these baths. Rose petals, lavender, aloe vera. Each came from Egypt's fertile lands. I didn't seek perfumes from Rome or Greece. Egypt gave me everything I needed. And my eyes. Do you know why they were so unforgettable? Because I used kohl, ground from galena stone, ancient Egypt's most precious cosmetic. This wasn't just decoration, it was medicine. Kohl protected my eyes from the desert sun and from disease. To my enemies, it was makeup. To me, it was medicine. It also made my eyes appear larger and my gaze more striking. Every morning, when I applied kohl, I was also strengthening my eyes. Because a queen's eyes must not only be beautiful, but also healthy. In diplomacy, war, love, everything began with the eyes. My lips were painted with dye obtained from red carmine beetles. I mixed this with beeswax to create a special blend. My cheeks glowed with red clay. Even my nails were painted with henna, blazing like Egyptian sunsets, but my beauty's greatest secret was my perfumes. The goal wasn't just to smell nice, it was to make an impact. Musk, cinnamon, rose. Each was carefully selected and expertly blended. When I met Caesar, the perfume I wore was a mixture of lotus flower oil, mint, and jasmine. This scent wasn't just pleasant, it was memorable. It was designed so that every time he smelled me, he would remember that moment. During my time with Antony, I used different perfumes. When I was with him, I wore a mixture of rose, sandalwood, and amber. This scent was romantic, but also powerful, just like our relationship. I used scents not just for beauty, but as symbols of power and attraction. When I entered a room, my perfume arrived before me and lingered after I left. This was a psychological tactic. I had special oil blends prepared for my hair: argan oil, jojoba oil, almond oil. I mixed these with honey and egg whites to make hair masks. The result? Hair as soft as silk, as bright as the sun. I braided my hair in different ways and adorned it with jewels. Each hairstyle conveyed a different message. Practical braids for meetings, elaborate curls for feasts, simple but powerful looks during wartime. But I knew that true beauty lies not in the body, but in the mind. Every night I went to my library. Surrounded by scrolls and scholars, I sat, listened, learned, and debated. Knowledge was my greatest jewel, wisdom my most powerful adornment, because beauty is temporary, but intelligence is permanent. A woman who combines physical attraction with intelligence is truly unforgettable. Do you know my greatest secret? It wasn't my skin, my eyes, or my voice. It was my presence. When I entered a room, I carried the Nile, the desert, and the gods with me. That was my true power. This wasn't just confidence, it was identity. I was Cleopatra, Egypt's last queen. Every movement, every glance, every word reflected this identity. Modern women try to imitate me. They apply kohl, take milk baths, try natural masks, but they're missing the main point. Beauty begins from within. My beauty secret wasn't just creams and perfumes. It was a combination of discipline, knowledge, confidence, and identity. Every morning when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see just a woman. I saw a queen. I also used my beauty politically. In Rome and Egypt, my beauty's effect wasn't just aesthetic, it was diplomatic. Caesar and Antony loved me, not just because they found me beautiful, but because of the intelligence and power behind that beauty. At my first meeting with Caesar, I didn't appear beautiful by chance. I had calculated every detail: which perfume to use, how to apply makeup, how to style my hair. Everything was strategic. Even wrapping myself in that carpet was a beauty strategy. The image revealed when I unrolled was planned to create maximum impact. Beauty was actually theatre, and I was the best actress. But remember, I wasn't just beautiful. I spoke 7 languages, knew mathematics, practiced philosophy, developed strategies. Beauty was just the door. The real treasure was inside. People try to remember me only for my beauty. I was the last Hellenistic ruler, a great diplomat, a skilled war strategist, and a wise leader. Today, thousands of years later, people still ask, what made Cleopatra so unforgettable? Her beauty or her intelligence? Let me tell you this: beauty and intelligence are more powerful together. I used both, developed both. It's meaningless to pit one against the other. In the modern world, the beauty industry is worth billions of dollars. But most people are looking in the wrong place. Beauty isn't just appearance. It's a combination of confidence, knowledge, charisma, and identity. In my time, beauty and power were synonymous. Being beautiful didn't just mean looking pleasant, it meant being impressive. Those who couldn't use beauty couldn't use power either. I ask you this question: was my real power in my beauty, or in my intelligence? Or was it the perfect combination of both? I, Cleopatra. Beauty fades, but power, wisdom, and memories live forever.